Now at 11, new word of amplified immigration action in Los Angeles in the days and weeks to come. And tonight, the threat of extra enforcement meets the pushback of protests across the city. Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kathy Barra.
And I'm Jonathan Gonzalez. We are hearing of an expanded effort from federal law enforcement, from ICE, and even the DEA and FBI focusing on immigration in Los Angeles over the next few weeks.
Tonight, our Tracy Leong is live downtown with more on the deportation fears and what we're seeing in response. Tracy.
Yeah, Kathy and Jonathan, we were out here last weekend when thousands took to the streets, even the freeway here in downtown LA. Well, today's protests were much smaller. They're sending a very clear message. They will not stop until Trump reverses his immigration orders.
Demonstrators walked from LA's City Hall to Boyle Heights, calling for an end to President Donald Trump's mass deportations and showing strong support for the immigrant community.
I'm scared for my families to get deported to Mexico.
Several hundred participated, carrying flags from Mexico, El Salvador, and Central and South American countries, and signs denouncing the president's immigration policies.
And I'm very happy to see that the movement is just growing on all fronts to say, wait a minute, there's another way to do this, and there's another way to do it right, with due process and with humanity.
Alma Rosa Nieto has been practicing immigration law for more than 40 years and has never seen this level of fear that goes beyond those who are undocumented.
People are afraid to take the bus. People are afraid to send their children to school. People are afraid to take their sick family to the hospital or to a doctor.
While Nieto understands many people are scared, she wants them to know they have rights and protections here in the U.S., regardless of their status.
One of the huge protections they have is the right to remain silent. And if they're detained, they have a right to say, I want to speak to my attorney, and I also want to see an immigration judge, so that a judge, not a police officer or an ICE agent, decides if I stay or if I leave.
Protesters also stood outside the Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida, earlier today. Sources told NBC News that Trump is angry that deportation numbers are not higher, and he has expressed frustration that the arrests and deportations during his first weeks of his administration are relatively low. ICE agents were told to have a daily quota of more than 1,200 to 1,400 a day, but recent data from last weekend shows there were only about 300.
Nieto also recommends that for anyone who's undocumented or may know someone who is, to have a strategy or plan in place, and recommends contacting an immigration lawyer. For more on the latest on immigration policies, you can always visit our website, NBCLA.com. Reporting live in downtown LA, Tracy Leong, back to you in the studio.